We're going to take a quick look at the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is the flagship title of the Nintendo Switch on the platform just now. It is an amazing game and is scoring basically one of the highest scores that any game has ever scored in gaming history, just down to its sheer depth and sort of storytelling ability. It certainly is a very enticing game and certainly one you'll play for hundreds of hours. It certainly gives a lot of after game content, so there's a lot to collect once you have completed the main story of the game, which has been relatively simple so far, but certainly gives enough depth, and being an open world action game, it is kind of an action RPG, but I'm loath to call it an RPG because it lacks a lot of RPG features. Inside the box, it's quite simple. It is a PEGI 12, which means there is violence. The violence inside it is mainly towards other sort of cartoon-like characters, so I'm not entirely sure why it managed to get to 12. It does have some tiny little sexual innuendos within there, but I think you have to be fairly adult to notice them, so I don't think there's any worry that the kids are going to notice them. It plays undocked, it plays docked, it obviously does everything the Nintendo Switch should do, and certainly shows off a lot of the power on the console. It has a fair bit of artwork on the actual outside of the box, and was originally announced and demoed with this sort of concept art for the Wii U, and then was ported to the Switch to become the launch title. Inside, again, there's some concept art and the horrible tasting little cartridge. I recommend you do not put this one, it seems to be the worst of the bunch. So, we'll take a quick look at some gameplay later on the rest of the channel. I actually think I've recorded some of it already. It currently retails for £54 in game, and I think you can get it for about 44 if you go to one of the supermarkets in the UK, certainly. It's available for the same price on the Nintendo eShop. However, if you're going to spend that sort of money, you might as well grab the cartridge and skip the download and save some space. Speaking of space, when you first download it, you will notice that you have a download. There will be an update, which is almost, I think it was like a day 3 patch to the game. It won't cause much, it doesn't affect much. Internally on the game, you can buy the Season Pass, which is 2 DLCs for $17.99 that I already have. The first one's already out and contains mainly cosmetic things and a couple of little side quests that will grant you some extras. It also allows you later on to have the second DLC, which includes new quests and goes back in time to visit some of the characters within the game. One thing I will point out is the Nintendo are heavily using some features in the Switch, and they are currently using the Nintendo News channel to offer in-game content for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So if you subscribe to the News of the Wild channel, you'll get to download some freebies for your game, and it will allow you, most of them are just little things that don't affect too much on the gameplay but are nice to get anyway.